everybody loved that Rocky.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a beloved character.
He's a beloved
He's
character.
a national treasure.
He is.
Got a statue.
Like some people think that's a real guy.
I know.
You know, they think, well, he got a statue, must be real. I think Philly thinks he's actually a real person.
Don't tell him. Don't let him.
I had an uncle that for years, even after we told him it's just a movie, it's not real, he thinks there was a real Rocky Balboa.
Oh, it's like your mom and Forrest Gump.
Like my mom thinks it's a real Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, where's his statue?
Like, man, they cast great, man, because the real Rocky Balboa, boy, he looked just like Sylvester Stallone. I swear to you, that came out of that man's mouth. I'll never forget that shit. That was a moment. I was like 9 when he said that. I'm just looking at him like, you the dumbest motherfucker.
In this spinoff sequel, whatever it is, we have young Adonis. And what does Adonis have to do with this this whole Rocky legend? Well, see, young Adonis, he always grew up with the last name Johnson. So when he learned that his father was the great boxer, some say the greatest in the world, Apollo Creed, it was no surprise. And why? Because he grew up beating the fuck out of people. I mean, it was like in his blood. Like DNA could pass off to somebody else for boxing. Kid just beating people up for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
You know, I can't help myself. Shit.
But you know, I'm really sorry about that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. But with this right here, with him having he grew up with a natural skill for boxing.
Right.
But the problem is that he's the product of an affair. His father, Apollo Creed. See, we don't know that story where he was actually fucking around on his wife and then had this illegitimate boy right here. So now people want to credit him with saying, oh, see, well, you good because you Creed. And he's like, I didn't even know my daddy. I'm a bastard kid. You know, I might as well be Adonis Snow or some shit. You know?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. But he says, you know what? Now I got to go out and prove to the world that it was me that did this the whole time. He has to go out and try twice as hard to show the world that he has and will continue to earn everything on his own without his father's name. Look, let me just tell you something. As I said, everybody wants to know, does this capture the essence of Rocky? I ain't gonna even wait. I'm not gonna even try to build this up. Yes, this has captured the essence of a Rocky movie more than any movie after the original Rocky.
Yeah.
Strategically, it's like they laid out the first Rocky movie frame by frame and said, all right, we're going to clip this part, and we're going to clip this part, and we're going to clip this part. Now take these pieces and build me a new Rocky.
Build me a new Rocky. And see,
and the thing is, that's one of those things where you're like, so is that bad?
the last few years, will Rocky start to fall off? Look, Rocky, the series was always fun.
Yeah.
Everybody remembers, what is it, Drago? Who was it?
Ivan Drago.
Ivan Drago. Yeah. Everybody remembers Ivan Drago, the guy that killed Apollo Creed. Everybody remembers Mr. T.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah,
Clubber Lang.
That's my boy right there.
Martin loves him. That's Martin's hero.
That's Martin's hero right there. Everybody loves these movies for the villains, but see, that's where it got lost. Because it was mostly about the villains. And don't get me wrong, because those villains were cool.
They were.
Those villains were badass. Look, to hell with Ivan Drago, I've always loved Clubber Lang because Clubber Lang was just fucking raw with his shit. Clubber Lang really didn't give a fuck when he came out anywhere. You know, a mother come out with that. You never know that when he come out with that, hey woman. You know, he's messing with Mr. That's one of the best lines in movie history.
Yeah.
Hey woman.
Yeah.
Hey woman. Listen here. Since your old man ain't got no heart, maybe you'd like to see a real man. I bet you stay up late every night dreaming you had a real man, don't you? I tell you what, bring your pretty little self over to my apartment tonight, and I'll show you a real man. You want it, you get it!
Man, he played his ass like a fiddle.
He really did. He thought he really had something to say. Yeah. Hey woman, where's the nearest subway at? You know, he thought he really had something to say. And you know, funny thing is, man, that's some real fucking villainy right there.
Because he meant that shit.
That's some real villainy. When you talking to a dude's wife like you her pimp.
Hey woman.
You know, you're like, hey woman, where my money at? You know,
I'll put you on the corner, bitch.
Yeah, hey bitch. Hey bitch, what you doing to that man? Get your ass back down the corner. Like some Ike Turner shit, man. You know, the funny thing about it is that Adrian, she actually like she wanted to go with him.
I know.
She did.
Like she was considering it.
She's like, hold on, I don't know. You know, you might have a point. With this film right here, those are fun right there, having it be all about the villains, but it's cartoonish. You know, and those movies became serious franchise films.
Yeah.
You know, they became movies that they were more about who is he going to fight next and how can we make them bigger. And of course, when they get bigger, they kind of miss the point of what Rocky was about. It's not about boxing. I mean, yeah, it's in there. It's a major part, but it's not about boxing. It's not about the fights or the biggest guy he's going to go up against. It's about humanity. It's about relationships. And the moment that Michael B. Jordan as Adonis Creed and Sylvester Stallone, of course, as Rocky, step on the scene together, their chemistry just, God damn, I'm his son. Shit. You punch drunk motherfucker. Shit. How many times I got to spell this out for you?
And it's funny, like all through the movie, everybody's like, you know, they're talking to him, everything happening. They go like, God damn, you do look like Apollo Creed.
I know. He really does, man. It's still out on how great of an actor he will be, but Michael B. Jordan, as an up-and-coming actor right now, I believe he's great. And I enjoyed him in this, man. I thought he was awesome, but you know, you and I've been disagreeing tonight on a lot of things, so you know, I don't know.
Well, man, we're just not the same people. And the thing is, I mean, golly, he's got that whole angry young man shtick going on. It's just so like
You don't like that shit.
I gotta sit through this for 2+ hours, and yeah, it's just not very long before he loses that.
Mm-hmm.
Like really from this scene on, it starts to break down in a way that's very natural. It's not like a complete personality flip. It's just that you see that, you know, he's actually done more for himself, and he's coming down, and then the two of them come together. You enjoy that. Every minute they spend together on film, you enjoy it. But what I liked most about this more than anything else is that they really gave Adonis Creed a story. He's a character, like you see him as a little kid. Yeah, he's fighting. He's not a type. He has full dimension. The girl that he gets with, she's the girl from Dear White People, right?
She's the girl from Dear White People. I can tell you her name right here. It's Tessa Thompson.
Yeah, I mean, you know, she's a good foil. The way they come together, but Sylvester Stallone is amazing in this. I mean, you know, it's one of those things where every time you forget how talented Stallone is, he comes back for a good Rocky movie like Rocky Balboa,
right? And
you go like, oh yeah. He should be doing more stuff like this all the time.
He's still out there, you know, working out, being action heroes. But that's the thing. That expendable shit is getting old, man.
Not only that, but watching something like this makes me even madder looking at the Expendables. It's like, man, why are you wasting not just our time, but your time?
But with this, he lets himself go. He plays his age. He plays a sickly 70-something.
Yeah.
And
I could buy that.
And with that, there's a humanity in himself. He seems more real. He actually seems, I mean, granted, he's sick and everything, but he actually seems more vulnerable. And again, I hate to keep saying that this is a more human Rocky than what we have, but Rocky has not been this human since the first film as he is in this, especially with his condition in the way that he starts to be a father figure towards Adonis. He ain't never sunk himself into a role like this. He's loving everyone.
Did
you hear how he gave that line right there? Like he's like savoring every word. Here. Did you hear that? I'm here.
Yeah.
Everything I got is moved on. And I'm here.
I challenge anybody to watch that scene and not well up.
Yeah.
It's a very emotional film, man, for this to be a Rocky sequel. I mean, you spin off whatever, but I've never had this kind of emotion watching a film that's pretty much about boxing, much less a Rocky boxing movie.
Well, it does exactly what the first Rocky does, and is like how it makes you feel, because it does bring you from that ground up, and then it's such a feel-good movie, and you're riding the wave of it, you love it, and then you hit this part here that's like very emotional, where you're like, well, damn, I didn't know it was going to be like this in damn
Shit,
movie.
I thought it was going to beat the shit out of each other.
and then it brings you back around. I mean, it really is the feel-good movie of the year, but like it earns it. It's not just, you know, puppies and rainbows. It takes you through everything. But like of all the movies you might watch this year, you come out of just feeling pumped up and like, wow, I just saw something.
Yeah. I feel like this is gonna be like the new Guy Cry movie where it's okay to cry.
Oh yeah.
Everybody gonna be crying.
It's one of those.
But it's gonna be everybody gonna be crying. But this is gonna be the one for the guys to go in and it's cool for them to cry.
Yeah.
It's about boxing.
Right.
Yeah.
Only sports movies can you do that.
But you know something else. Something else about it. It has over most, if not all, the other Rocky movies is that there's real boxing in it. Like if you look at their actual boxing technique, it's actually more on point with real boxing. Because for years I watched Rocky movies And Rocky was just
Ryan Coogler. Let's just talk about Ryan Coogler. Ryan Coogler, he's lucky to have worked with Michael B. Jordan because I think he's the one that got brought in. The reason why this is so different, yeah, I mean, we talk about how the emotion is there and everything, but there's a whole other cultural aspect to this that makes this a different film that we never thought we would have seen on a Rocky movie. I'll get into that in a little bit. Ryan Coogler is a talented guy as a director. He's a little more contemporary.
Yeah.
Being a black director, he's a little more urban, if you want to use that word. But don't look at him that way. This guy is an accomplished director with this movie, man. Yeah. There's you might have seen Fruitvale Station,
right,
which is where he worked with Michael B. Jordan, which is based on a true story. That was kind of a low budget drama.
Yeah.
This right here,
festivals.
Festival film. Yeah.
Yeah.
This right here, there's an amazing fight scene in here where it's all one shot, and I'm not talking about where it feels more real.
Yeah.
Sometimes the money is there, but you don't even feel like you're watching a big budget movie because these characters seem so real sometimes. There's some moments in here where it's real. Like they have like those really corny Rocky moments in here. Yeah. They got that scene where they're all going down the street and he's moving in slow motion. They're racing around him, and there's a whole sequence where they are like pretty much going around him in circles. These guys on the dirt bikes, and he's in the middle like yeah, and Rocky's up in the window looking at him. He's like, yeah, give him a thumbs up, yeah, Creed, and it's like, okay, all right, this movie
gotta have those.
This movie felt so real, you didn't need to do that to get my emotions. You already had them,
right?
But I don't know, man. It's a really good film on its own. I mean, take Rocky out of it. This is what Southpaw should have been.
That's what the whole time I was thinking when it was done. I was like, they should just invite Antoine Fuqua to the premiere just so they can give him a shout out and go like, eat your heart out, son.
They probably did.
He didn't want you do it.
Yeah. This, as far as the boxing film goes, this is great. It's just a good film on its own. But yeah, as far as being a Rocky movie, they pulled off a miracle, man. They actually made a relevant Rocky movie that is worthy of being one of the better movies of the year. Yeah. And to be honest with you, say what you will about Michael B. Jordan, I'm still wondering if I still need to see some movies and think about it to see if he's worthy of getting an Academy Award nomination for Best Actor. But Stallone, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm just thinking.
Best supporting.
Just from that clip, he better get something. Yeah.
No, I mean, just what he does through the whole movie, but that clip especially. Yeah, best supporting.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, so this is a high full price, man.
Yeah, no, I agree with everything you said, 100%. As much as it kills me to do that. And another cool thing about it, like it's part of the Rocky canon and the universe, but it also at some point, it makes a reference to all the Rocky movies except 5. It's almost like everybody's like, man, fuck 5.
Man, there's even Stallone in the movie. They make a reference to 5, and he said, yeah, that was something. Yeah. But it really. I mean, don't let people. I mean, look. Don't think that we're being, that we're exaggerating. This really is one of the best movies of the year to the point where people are just cheering at the end of the movie.
Really?
We fucking know what's going to happen. We were still like, yeah, Creed.
High-fiving each other.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, people are. Everybody in the movie is good. What's her name as his adopted mom?
Oh yeah,
Mrs. Huxtable. Felicia Rashad in this is good. I mean, and I love her because she plays one of them black mamas in the movie where Creed is tough, but he still believes that his mom will beat the shit out of him.
I ought to knock you out myself.
Look, and he's like,
Man, Felicia Rashad is my mother to a T. Like my mom looks like Felicia Rashad.
And you look like that when she talks to you.
You goddamn right.
Like you can't even look at her. Like that's the worst opponent he's ever been against right now.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, she'll knock me the fuck out if I say something. Keep my goddamn mouth closed. Look at that. Motherfucker looking at the floor.
What you say, boy?
What you say?